welcome to Two Mums and a Camera.
I don't know why I'm clapping, okay?
You're like a trained sea
I am,
lion. It's
I am.
awesome. Today we're drinking rum and pineapple.
Cheers.
Why? Because we can. Because we're from the islands.
And it's Friday night.
Anything with rum and pineapple is a good thing.
Cheers.
Feel like you're on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
So today we have a very, very important topic. It's called The Bachelor. Now, don't pretend you don't watch The Bachelor. Even the guys watch The Bachelor.
Okay, it's a guilty pleasure.
It is an hour of entertainment, let me tell you. And I usually spend it laughing myself. It's pretty funny. We thought we would put together a video of the things that we absolutely cannot believe, like we're just flabbergasted. We can't believe happens. And some things that we think are quite okay. I mean, it's definitely entertaining, so we'll go from there. And then at the very end of this video, we have a change that we would like to request to the Bachelor production team because we think some things are getting a little boring. So please stay tuned for the end because you don't want to miss it. Some things I wrote down because you know how I love to take notes. First of all, they use multiple names. I mean, if you're going to get a cast with people with different names. I mean, how many names are there in this world? But no, there has to be a Lisa B or a Mel B or a Sarah C or like.
So you think someone should not get on the show because their name is the same as someone else?
Right. It's confusing.
That's discrimination, Nikki.
It's confusing and it's irritating. Get a different name. Put one Sarah in. Put one Lisa in. Put one Betty May or Betty Blue or Betty whatever.
Okay,
I mean,
that's just weird.
One name.
Okay.
One name.
Okay.
It's too confusing.
This is minor.
Well, it's important to me. 3-on-1 dates. Really? I mean, could it get any worse?
3-on-1 or the 2-on-1?
Oh, is that what it's called? I'm getting very overly excited
The
here.
2-on-1s where one leaves and one stays.
That's just, come on. That's just irritating and annoying. Who does that? I mean, really, who does that? That's not a date. That's like being tortured for a couple hours.
I know, that's pretty awful.
It's awful.
That's
like,
pretty awful.
Who had the mindset to think about that?
It's pretty awful for everybody, not just...
It's bad enough you're dating the same guy along with, what, 20-something other girls? That's bad enough. That's hard. Dates where there's 2 girls and 1 guy, that's just, or the other way around, that's just wrong. So that irritates me. They always have the token person in the show who is a little crazy.
I was gonna say.
Okay, this year we have a dolphin who thinks she's, well, no, a shark that thinks she's a dolphin. I don't even know.
And she just didn't she not celebrate her breasts one year? That's that same girl.
Right, and she's actually funny.
Yeah.
But
Did you know that? She had cupcakes because she had her breast implants done a year ago, so she celebrated them.
Now, she's actually really funny, but let's be real, okay? The producers put her in because she's entertainment.
Right.
There's no way in this world...
No, I think he likes her.
Oh, I don't.
I don't. Likes her.
First of all, no. First of all, she was so drunk. Maybe she had to drink to get through the outfit. I don't know if they said, this would be a good idea. Maybe you should be a dolphin.
It's got to be hot after a while.
But she was wasted.
Oh.
Nobody gets on a show like that. I'm sorry. But all of the crazies get on. For whatever reason, I guess it's interesting TV. So that's a little irritating because it's not very real. The interrupting girl syndrome. I mean, okay, I get you gotta go for it. You gotta do your thing. You gotta whatever.
But hold on, they must love to do that because here's what I would do. If I was the Bachelorette, I would say, okay guys, we have 2 hours. I'm going to spend 10 minutes with each of you.
Right.
And then when I'm done doing kissy face, I'm going to come and get you and take you for your own time.
Right.
I bet the people who produce it don't let them do that.
No.
Because they want that interrupting girl.
Right.
And they edit it so it looks like if she's interrupting after just a few minutes.
Right. And, it's always the horror look and it's so devastating.
And it's always
during a kiss.
Yeah, it's like...
Like, I'm almost sure. Exactly.
And then there's this pause where people are like looking at each other and it's all very tense and you're wondering if he's going to say, no, we're not finished yet. And that's what he should say. Hello, Bachelor.
Stand up, buddy.
You know what? I just need a few more minutes.
Yeah. Not, okay.
I'm a little worked up about this because that part really gets
It irritates me too. Like, let people have their time. Like, it's just annoying. Right. So, the foregoing. So, we're going to forego the cocktail party tonight.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
I got dressed up for a cocktail party.
I bought this dress for...
I don't want it to go... I don't want it to be canceled. What the hell is that? I got made up for 20 hours.
That's right.
To go to a cocktail party. I want to go to a cocktail party.
That's right.
You know, like
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
You're taking away the champagne.
Yeah.
The food.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
For the girls that go home, so they're getting worked up a whole night. They're planning on what they want to say because perhaps
they're feeling a little bit,
or the ones that haven't had any time because maybe they're not pretty enough, or maybe they don't meet certain standards.
Oh my gosh.
They're probably really incredible people that he'll never get to meet or she'll never get to meet because you forgo.
This is really deep. That foregoing is wrong.
Yeah, and the foregoing, the individual rooms. I mean, really? Do we have to, do we have to
forego individual rooms?
And it's the same every time.
Yeah.
It's just,
what's this?
Yes, the letter. Change it up. Change up the words. Forgo the individual room. You know what? You guys, you really need to change that crap up. You do. Because it's getting a little predictable.
Old.
And a little old. Okay? That's what's our 2 cents, which is very important. Oh, and then the last but not least, the crying when they get sent home. People, it's a guy who's chosen to date.
Yeah, but Niki, I would cry.
Why would you cry?
Because I feel like he doesn't want me. It's such a,
I would be all, bye Felicia.
No.
Bye Felicia.
Oh, no, I would feel like something's wrong with me.
No.
I would never put myself in that position, to be honest with you.
Me neither. But let me just say this, okay? I happen to have a brain in my head to know that if he's not attracted to me, it's not about me. Mm-hmm. It's his likes and dislikes. I happen to know that I'm a good catch and a good person. If he doesn't see that, then he's not the one.
Yeah, but that's Niki.
I'm not going to take it personally.
At 40-something years old talking. You're not, that's not Niki at 20-something.
I don't think so, because I didn't get turned down too many times, but I did.
I'm a crier, okay? I'd be the one sobbing.
I did get turned down, and I will tell you that when I look back on that today, they were all a bunch of losers, and I'm glad that I didn't end up with them.
Right. That's right.
So, shout out to all you exes. But I just think that when you're looking at The Bachelor, there's a lot of good things. I mean, we watch it. Listen,
we love it.
We can cut it apart, but we're there every Monday night with our cocktail.
And my husband loves to say, "What are you watching?
Yes.
I can't believe you're watching that." And then he'll come in the room and be like, "Who went home? Who's gone?" I'm like, "I thought you weren't interested." And now he's just given up. He just sits down and watches it now.
Exactly. It's entertainment. And I think one of my favorite parts about The Bachelor is watching the different characteristics and the way people, personalities click, don't click. I love that. I love seeing what the girls are wearing, because I'm all about, me, I'm fashion and that kind of thing. Their hair, what's the latest styles, how are girls wearing their hair these days. It's just interesting. Mm-hmm. But then I'm a reality junkie, so that's definitely things. Friendships, the way they form, and some people have friendships after The Bachelor. And let's face it, some of them do work out. I mean, we do have some couples, few and far between, but we have had a few that have actually worked out. So
I thought this video was going to be about slamming The Bachelor, like the one that's right now.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the current Bachelor, because I think we need to say a few things.
We need to address this.
We need to address this. So last week, there was a scene where they all got dressed up in wedding gowns. Now, I got to say, who thinks of these things? Because I almost think like the producers think of the worst scenario to put the girls in, where they would look the stupidest and put them there.
That's dressed like an 80s bride.
Right. We've got all of these girls dressed in the ugliest wedding dresses I can think of. So then they take the winner and they put her in this beautiful wedding gown and they send her off in the car waving goodbye to all the ugly girls. Not ugly girls, sorry. Beautiful girls wearing ugly dresses. So I would say this. Did you see the part? Did you see last week?
Yeah.
So did you see the part where that one girl? So the photographer was hilarious. I don't know if you caught him too much, but he was absolutely really into it.
I loved his outfit.
So you know the one that they put the crown on, very beautiful girl. They put the crown on her. They put her in the moment. You know they're taking shots, and then the photographer looks at her and says, Tell him what you want to say. And he's going on like this, and she's like in the moment, and she's almost crying, and she's like, I'm falling for you. I'm falling for you very hard. And I was on the floor. I'm rolling around. I'm thinking, do you not have any self-respect? Really? What I would be saying is, I'd be looking at him and saying, can somebody get me a cocktail? Because I'm in this ugly dress, having to speak to you, a guy I don't even know. This is torture. Get me out of here. That's what I would have been. No, I'm falling for you. Really? In a wedding dress, looking at the guy now? He could be more turned off. He looked like he couldn't wait to get out.
You know, I used to like him, and now I think I don't trust him. I just don't trust him. So we're going to have to see how this all plays out. But
yeah, I told you from the start. I think he's a player. When you watch, not Bachelor Pad, but Bachelor in Paradise, did you watch that?
Yeah.
I really liked him. He played his part well. But I think that he played that part well because he was being the nice guy to try and rope the girl in that he lost. So he was on a mission, and that suited his character at the time, and he came off as the nice guy because the other guy was such a douche.
Yeah.
But I don't think it changes him. I think he's a player. I think he's really into girls, and I don't think he's ready to settle down. So I hope that they prove me different, and I hope that he finds the right girl. But
so can we talk about this again? We can do this again.
We can do this again. Let us know if you like this
it.
video. But guys, what we've been promising you. So they do a lot of repetitive on The Bachelor, right? Lots of repetitives. We've talked about a few. Now, the biggest repetitive thing that they do is, will you accept this rose? Will you accept this rose? They say it how many times on The Bachelor? Every single season, every single Bachelor. So we've come up with a plan. We want the producers of The Bachelor to know we are here for you. We want to give you some suggestions.
Some ideas.
So we have thought of a few things that maybe sound like accept, a lot like accept, but just changes it up a little bit. So we asked Daddy V to help us out with this.
Yay.
So we hope you enjoy the footage. Until next time, see you later. Enjoy The Bachelor, all you Bachelor fans out there.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Will you accept this rose? Will you accept this rose?
Yes.
No. Will you reject this rose?
Yes.
Will you reject this
No!
rose? Would you ever neglect this rose?
Probably.
How did you get on the show? Would you inject this rose?
I would inject it, sure. Anything.
Would you respect this rose?
With my life.
Would you deflect this rose? Would you disinfect this rose?
Yes.
Would you intercept this rose?
I guess. I don't know.
Would you inspect this rose?
Looks good to me.
Do you expect this rose?
Every birthday.
Would you please dissect this rose?
Sure.
Would you accept this rose?
I don't choose any of them. I'm gonna hold it off to the side.
Aww.